This is a very important question, okay? And you are vested party to that question, but I'm still asking you that question.
Sure.
Traditional brokers versus discount brokers.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I know that you are a very honest person, so you will give your honest reply.
Sure.
Many people ask that question that, sir, should I use traditional broker or discount broker? Can you give me a criteria? Can you create a kind of a matrix for us? Yes, if you are this, use this. If you are that, use that.
Okay. So, traditional broking and discount broking are kind of dated terms. We are in 2023 now. And so these terms are not so relevant, and I'll tell you why. Discount broking started off because of a technology arbitrage. NSE now launched a free SaaS platform through which new guys can come and start the business. Right? So they only offered few things. So those cost-conscious traders can trade, essentially. But over the years, they started to insource technology. Once they started to insource technology, they could go after all the other things that the so-called traditional brokers were offering. Except that you could do it better. Why? The benefits of insourcing technology is that you don't have to depend on outsiders to cater to your users. Because whenever third parties are responsible to make your users happy, you have very little control over it, right? And so over time, what's happened is that discount brokers have started offering what full service brokers offer.
Right.
More or less. Like today, we offer almost everything that a traditional broker offers.
Yeah.
All the exchanges, the depositories, we offer IPOs, mutual funds, bonds, all of that.
But that is access to the instrument.
Right.
But traditional broker has always been known to have a lot of knowledge orientation, like research, like advisory, relationship managers to take care of your need, especially for HNIs.
But especially for HNIs, I can't really comment on HNIs because right now we don't really have an advisory or we don't really specifically serve HNIs. But if I have to talk about retail traders, they have access to data and information and similar research now at a far lower cost. So they don't need to be levied that huge brokerage fee, which is supposed to also have the cost of research included in it.
Correct.
Right. So the equation is kind of different today.
Correct. And there is a wild, acceptance. People believe that my capital is not safe with a new gen discount broker and old school brokers because of their large balance sheet. My capital is safer. So do you think the current regulatory changes which SEBI has done, that question is now pretty much negated?
Well, if you ask me, that was more relevant in the yesteryears. Now, the reason I say this is the SEBI regulations since 2016, more or less, has been in one direction only. And the direction is to reduce the possibilities for a broker to misappropriate clients' funds and securities. So this series of regulations that have come about in the last 6 years, just when we got the license. So we were born in that era.
Right.
And today, there is very little scope for a broker to do a scam. Because after Carvey happened and after several other brokers defaulted, for the first time, there was a feeling that the regulator is far more proactive than intermediaries or other participants. So I don't think net worth is a game changer because there are very few possibilities for a broker to default because they've restricted what you can do essentially, right? Because you have things like client-wise segregation, segment-wise segregation. Brokers can't use money to fund other brokers' trading positions. They can't use client money to trade in proprietary, so on and so forth. So yeah, I don't think net worth is such a big deal today, apart from it being required to run the business itself. Maybe a few use cases, but definitely not as important as it used to be.
So, would you advise people to have probably two brokers handy? One is a traditional where you can have an access to the branch or access to the person easily. and one discount broker where tech is superior, and if you're if you have a faster trader, then you use more of discount broker for active trading, and maybe passive trading can be parked with traditional brokers?
Well, I think more than traditional and discount, I would say choose 2 or multiple tech-focused brokers.
Okay.
That's an easier way to diversify.
Yeah.
You can't completely ignore a broker's financials. It's very important in this business to be profitable.
Yeah.
In order to deal with future uncertainties and so on.
Yeah.
It's a highly volatile business to be in.
Yeah.
But that's what I think.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.